If you just bought a dashcam and are thinking about getting it hardwired to enable parking mode, which means monitoring the car when you're away from it, you may be wondering which is the right hardwire kit for you. And on this video, I'm going to show you the difference between the different hardwire kits that are out there in the market to help you pick the right one. Welcome back. I am Alex the Car Guy, and I review cool car gadgets and other accessories like dash cams that I find for your vehicle. So if those are the kind of videos you like, make sure you subscribe by hitting the button down below to see more videos like this. And as always, I like to remind you that I have placed links in the description down below to each one of the hardwire kits that I'm about to show you in case you want to purchase one of those or look at it further. And hardwire kits are gonna fall into two categories. Hardwire kits like this that have 3 wires, you can see they have 1, 2, 3 wires, and hardwire kits like this one that only has 2 wires. Notice that there's a wire here and there is another wire right here. Let's focus on the ones with 3 wires first. And at first glance, you may think that all of these 3-wire hardwire kits are identical, but they're actually quite different. First, I have the Garmin hardwire kit, then I have the Robi hardwire kit, and then I have the Thinkware hardwire kit. But let's talk about the actual 3 wires. And on 3-wire hardwire kits, we have 3 colors. We have a black wire, a red wire, and a yellow wire. You can see that in the Robi kit, and you can see those 3 colors in the Garmin kit. But you'll also notice that each wire has been labeled. You can see that the black one says GND, you can see that the red one says BAT, and you can see that the yellow one says ACC. But if you look at the Garmin one, you'll find the same labels, but they're in a different place. Black one continues to be GND, but notice the yellow one. The yellow one says BAT. And if you look back at the Robi doesn't say BAT, the Robi says ACC. Same thing with the red one. On the Garmin it says ACC. On the Robi, the red one says BAT. So this is the reason why when I install hardwire kits, I go by the label, not the color, because that always seems to change depending on the hardwire kit that I'm using. But now let's talk about the hardwire kits that only have 2 wires, such as this one, which is the AC dumb hardwire kit, where we have a black one and we have a red wire. As you can see, in comparison to the 3-wire hardwire kit, we no longer have yellow. Now the AC dumb dashcam has been designed to work with 2 wires. Again, another perfect example where I would not want to use a hardwire kit that has 2 wires for a dashcam that requires 3 wires, or vice versa. And a very important feature of a hardwire kit is when does it turn off and stop sending power to the dashcam. Hardwire kits are mainly used to power a dashcam when the car is off so it can monitor the car, but this means at some point the battery is gonna get low and you want this to turn off, otherwise you will get stranded. And if we look at the Garmin one, the Garmin does not tell us at what point it's gonna turn off. The AC dumb does tell us directly on the box. It says it's gonna turn off when the battery gets to 11.6. And if we look at the Robi one, we actually get to decide how low we want the battery to get. We can tell the kit turn off when the battery gets very low, or we can tell the kit by turning a switch, yeah, turn it off when it's barely getting low, so it can be very conservative or very aggressive. A lot of control. The Thinkware one does not have any adjustability on here. However, we can change the actual voltage on when it turns off using the Thinkware app. And the low voltage protection, which turns off the power to the dashcam on a hardwire kit, is the main reason why you cannot just grab the cigarette lighter adapter that came with the dashcam, cut it off, and then connect this to your fuse box. The cigarette adapter that came with your dashcam does not have that low voltage cutoff, so it will continuously send power to the dashcam until it drains the battery. And another very important factor to consider when looking at a dashcam hardwire kit is how much power can they produce in terms of amperage. All 3 of these kits produce the right amount of voltage for a dashcam, but the amperage is different. The AC dumb can deliver a maximum of 2.5 amps. The Robi one can produce a maximum of 2 amps. And the Garmin one can only produce 1 amp. If we look at the back of a dashcam or in the instruction manual, it will tell us how many amps are required to make that dashcam work. For example, if I have a dashcam that needs 3 amps and I try to use a Robi hardwire kit that can only produce 2 amps, it will not be enough. the dashcam may turn on briefly and very quickly turn off because this does not have enough power amperage to sustain the camera continuously on. This is especially true with mirror dashcams. Mirror dashcams are power hungry and typically require 2.5 amps or more to work correctly. But what about the end that goes to the dashcam? As you can see, the Garmin one uses a micro USB connector, which is very tiny. The Robi uses a mini USB connector, and you can see the size difference right here. And the Thinkware uses a circular connector, and this is another reason why I recommend staying with the brand that matches your dashcam to ensure that this is going to be able to connect to your dashcam without any issues. Some Hardwire kits also have a proprietary function built in. For example, the Garmin Hardwire kit is the only one that will enable through parking mode on Garmin dashcams. I can turn on my Garmin dashcam with a different brand such as a Robi one, but it will not enable real parking mode. Garmin has put something inside of here to prevent you from using another brand. Only Garmin will turn that on. And one last difference across these Hardwire kits is what you actually get for the money. The AC Dome one is fairly cheap, but this is all we get. The Garmin one is actually kind of pricey, and this is all we get. The Robi one is somewhere in the middle of terms of price, but they give you this box full of accessories. We get the Hardwire kit, we get a little probe to help with the installation, we get these little guys to help interface the kit to the fuse box of the car, we call them fuse tabs, we get this little installation tool, and a full color manual showing the Hardwire process. Now the Thinkware one does not come with anything else but this, but they include this for free with the dashcam, so that's a good deal. So my final recommendation will be to stay with the Hardwire kit that matches your dashcam. If you bought a Robi dashcam, I would stay with the Robi Hardwire kit. If you bought a Garmin dashcam, I would stay with the Garmin Hardwire kit. It also helps from a warranty standpoint. If for some reason you were to have a problem down the road, the manufacturer may ask which Hardwire kit you're using, and all of a sudden if you're using something else that from what they recommended, your warranty may be void. And in case you're wondering if there is an alternative to hardwiring a dashcam for monitoring the car when it is parked, there actually is. Some dashcam manufacturers do have the option of a very large lithium battery pack that can power the dashcam for many hours. The other option that some people have resorted to is to run a smaller power bank like the one that we use to charge our phones that can also run the dashcam for a period of time. However, my preferred method of connecting a dashcam without hardwiring it is this OBD2 power adapter. Now this adapter installs in minutes, and while it does not enable through parking mode, it will let me monitor the car while I'm away from it. If you guys want to find out how to use this, how to connect this, and how it works, I'll put a link in the description to that video down below if you want to check that out. And if you found any part of this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up button to support the channel. And remember, I place links in the description down below to the Hardwire kits in case you want to get one of those for yourself. And stay tuned as I have a lot more cool dashcam videos coming up. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.